Okay. So this series, it does have 2 prequels. There's Life Before the Legend, and then there's Life Before the Legend Episode 2, which I probably won't get into. I don't know, it depends. Maybe down the road. If this thing would load. Okay. So, book 1, it says, if it's that moving, what was once the western United States is now home to the Republic, a nation perpetually at war with its neighbors. Sound familiar? Born into an elite family in one of the Republic's wealthiest districts, again, sound familiar? 15-year-old June is a prodigy being groomed for success in the Republic's highest military circles. Born into the slums, 15-year-old Day is the country's most wanted criminal. But his motives may not be as malicious as they seem. From very different worlds, June and Day have no reason to cross paths until the day June's brother, Matthias, is murdered and Day becomes the prime suspect. Caught in the ultimate game of cat and mouse, Day is in a race for his family's survival, while June seeks to avenge Matthias' death. But in a shocking turn of events, the two uncover the truth of what has really brought them together, and the sinister lengths their country will go to keep its secrets. Yeah. So that definitely screams Hunger Games to me a whole lot, and a little bit of the Divergent. I really wish they had book 1. I didn't see it there. My daughter and I, we looked up and down the shelves, didn't see it. Maybe one day I'll find it. I do plan on going back to the half-price bookstore anyway. And I'll try to find it there. I had to write out like a list of, books to search for when I go to half-price books, and that'll definitely be on the list. Ooh, wow, am I burping today? So that was all the books that I've gotten. I'll show you the big old pile right here. I can't wait to get to all of them. Right now, I've been trying to work on all the books I currently have on my Kindle. That's under my Kindle Unlimited books that I have on my Kindle. I've got about, including the one that I'm reading, there's like 10 of them on there. I'm trying to get through because they have been on there forever. So I am trying to get through those. And then try to get through my physical books. It's just so many books. You guys understand, right? So before reading this video, I do want to go over 2 coloring books that I got, because I've been really getting into coloring a lot more as a hobby. Still doing my diamond painting. I still really enjoy that. But I also started getting into coloring. And I know in a previous video, I showed you guys my acrylic marker set. And recently, I was able to finally get a set of alcohol markers. I don't remember if I had mentioned them in that video too. I can't really remember how long ago I've gotten the markers. So I didn't want to put in this video if it was in the previous video. But maybe in another video, I'll go ahead and show the alcohol markers again, because why not? So, the type of coloring books that I've been really getting into lately are, I want to say they're considered, I think it's called Hygie is the style. And this is the coloring book that I have gotten. It's called Comfy Days by Coco YO. This is the coloring book. I'll show you. Ow! Some of the coloring pages. They're just really, really cute. When I ordered this book, I thought it was gonna be a bigger size than what it is, but I still really love it. I have not colored any of the pages in it as of yet, because I'm working on this other one that I'll show you in a second. But one of the coloring pages I'm really excited to color is this little gator one right up here. That's really cute, kind of one of the main reasons why I got this one. I do have a bunch of other coloring books like this saved on my Amazon that I would love to get, you know, little by little eventually. Because they're not even that expensive, which was surprising. They run between $5 to $8, these books, which is a really good deal. But when you are using alcohol markers on these, you do need to put a blank page underneath the page that you're coloring, because alcohol markers do bleed through. So what I have done, which I highly recommend, is I purchased it's called multimedia paper sketchbook. And what that means is that paper is thick enough for alcohol markers, water-based markers, acrylic markers, colored pencils, you know, anything you use for art and coloring, that paper is strong enough where it won't bleed through. And I use that. I'll put my page on top of that blank page and color. And it works really good. I got my sketchbook from Hobby Lobby. It's one of my favorite, you know, art and crafting stores to get my crafting supplies and art supplies from there. But you can get them anywhere. Walmart has it. Target has it. However, Hobby Lobby, they're always doing sales every week. Every week the sales, they change. But, like, for example, yes, they do change, but it's basically the same sales every other week. Like, for example, there's an art brand called Master's Touch, and Fine Touch. One week they'll be 40% off the whole week, and then the sale goes away the following week for that whole week, and then the week after that it goes back on sale. And that's basically what they do with a lot of their stuff there. And I like getting, you know, going for the sales, especially during Christmas time and the fall. As we get closer to fall, Christmas, those items go from 40% off all the way to like 75% off. So that's really cool. I like to wait for those sales when it comes to my diamond paintings, especially those. But yeah, I highly recommend Hobby Lobby. But anyway, that's that one coloring book. Now this other coloring book, I had joined this coloring website called Coloring Book Cafe, and they were doing a promotion. I think they're still doing it. If you go to www.coloringbookcafe.com, you can sign up for this free coloring class where it's 7 or 10 different little small YouTube videos of an artist, a female artist, and she shows you different techniques of coloring, mainly with colored pencils, because that's her thing, is colored pencils, but she does also show, you know, with markers and alcohol markers. A lot of people favor alcohol markers with coloring, and now that I've used alcohol markers, I understand why, and I like them too. And so when you sign up for that class, you automatically get free digital digital coloring books, and this is one of the digital coloring books that I printed out. The other two are still on my computer because I figured let's finish this one first and then print out the others. And this one is called Cuddly Friends. It's also a Hygie style. Let me try to do that. You can see it's just like the other book, you know, same style, really cute. I really love these. I did do a few of these pages. I'll show you the ones that I completed of these pages from that coloring book. I did a total of 3. So this first one here, I used my acrylic markers, and I was I'm learning how to add detail, but that's the first one with my acrylic markers. And I do gotta say, I do like how it turned out. I know there's some little smudges here and there with it, but the main thing, it came out really cool. Now this second one was done with my alcohol markers, and you can just see the difference between the acrylic and the alcohol markers. They both make the pictures pop in their own way. But you can see, like, the alcohol markers gives it more of a realistic pop, in my opinion, and the acrylics make it more of a brighter pop. So it's all like to preference on how you want to, you know, color your pages. Now, when I mean that the alcohol markers, they bleed, like, let me show you. So here's the acrylic. No bleed through, right? For acrylics. That's your good thing about the acrylic markers. Alcohol markers, they bleed through. That's why I say you need to put a blank page under your coloring page. If not, you're going to destroy your next coloring page. And then this third coloring page is also with alcohol markers and some gel pens. That's this one. And this is actually the cover page of the coloring book. As you can see, I try to add some more detail to it. The only thing I don't like that I was disappointed in is how the sky came out right in here. It looks like a water stain when it's not. I think what might have happened there was I started coloring and then it dried on me on the paper, and then I went to color in again, and so it shows that. But, you know, we learn from our mistakes. No harm, no foul. And, you know, you just keep practicing. That's all you gotta do is just practice. You know, practice makes perfect, they always say. When I keep my coloring stuff, my pages and stuff, in this folder, right now, this is where I'm going to keep my digital coloring pages in here. I might have to switch into a binder, because the first digital coloring book that I was just showing you is like 30 pages, and the other one I want to print out down the road is about like 40 something pages, and yeah. But that is it on my video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I'll write down the names of all the books that are mentioned in this video. I'll even write down the names of those coloring books, and I'll put that website there as well. My next video that I plan on putting up here is going to be a little bit different. I found a really cool recipe online to make what's called Cool Whip candy, and I thought it'd be really fun to make a video of making it and see how it comes out. So if you enjoy baking and you like watching baking videos, definitely tune in for that video. That one, my daughter might join me. She loves baking too, so she might join me with that one. And we'll just go from there. So I'll see you guys next time. And I apologize for such a long video this time. And yeah, see you again next time. Bye, guys.